Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, November 4th, and Indigo and I are here to bring you forth Wednesday Wisdom Within instead of the Monday mantra this week. It was just kind of a off week. Did you feel it? Did you feel the energies coming in, especially here in the United States the day before the elections, which was Monday? Yesterday happens and it's still going on. So, first of all, we want to say we send you our love, we send you our light for navigating through all that you are navigating with this time on earth in which we are living and watching unfold in unprecedented ways for this time in which we are living. So lots of love and light. Indigo and I have been very busy, and we wanted to share with you. It's so interesting. You can see I still have the altar set up from our full moon circle on Sunday night, which was so much wonderful information coming through about releasing and letting go. And a lot of times as the angels were coming in with the Monday mantra, they actually came in Monday evening with this, and that's why we didn't post it on Monday. And then yesterday was the kind of the really helping. I probably coached 3 to 4 people through emotions yesterday during the election day, the actual day. And interesting enough, before Tuesday came, Monday night, this was the Monday mantra, which I loved. So move emotion, express with heart's voice, let go with soul wings. So these emotions that are coming up, they're going to range from anger to complete joy. They're going to be all over the map. The one thing that the angels kept reminding us on Sunday evening, during the full moon circle, and then Monday evening when this Monday mantra, now Wednesday within through, is that we as humans do not express our emotions from the heart. We express them from a knee-jerk reaction of our humanness, instead of letting that emotion, allowing to express that emotion through our heart, connecting with our heart first. And all that takes is a couple of deep breaths into the heart area. And we probably could do that right now together. Let's just take some nice deep breaths into that heart area. Nice and slow and deep. Focus that attention into the heart area with your breath. Let's do that for about 3 or 4 more breaths. Beautiful. And you can already feel the difference that makes. There is a shift immediately in your physiology that calms, brings you into a coherent space so that you can express, I'm very upset about this. I'm really super triggered by this, and I feel anger. And this anger is bubbling up, and I'm expressing it through my heart. It makes such a big difference to express the emotions through the heart. When we react and have that knee-jerk reaction, that's opening up the opportunity that something that we're holding on to in the ego consciousness, in the lower mind, in the amygdala. There's so many ways that we get triggered, but it's about us. It's not about the other person who triggered you. They served as the trigger, but the signal is for you to explore deep about where this emotion is coming from. And when you take that time out to connect in the heart's voice brings forth a different tone. It brings forth a different frequency. It brings forth a different calm, coherent, even if you're angry. I got very upset over a situation that happened recently to me. And as I was discussing this with another person, I realized that I was not connecting through my heart. And as soon as I connected through my heart and got that calmness, not completely calm, because I was angry, but it came out differently. I was able to express it. And then I love this third one, let go with soul wings. Now, that's not just some airy fairy woo woo. Oh, yeah, just let it go with soul wings. No, this is really deep diving into allowing that emotion to be lifted up to a higher dimensional frequency, to be dissipated with love, with light. So, this isn't about imagining it flying away with wings. What the angels were saying here and what Team Divine was saying is that the soul knows when you let go of this emotion after you've expressed it. So they were saying, Lisa, this is really important. You must express the emotion. Many of the cancers and the dis-ease, think about that word disease, dis-ease is the emotions. We suppress the emotions. We're afraid we're going to hurt someone, or we're afraid that we are going to be shunned or rejected, or we're afraid that they are going to think less of us. And it's not true. We must express our emotions with the heart's voice, and then we can let it go. We can release it. As I was dealing with this situation this week that upset me and hurt me deeply, it was more of a deep hurt and disappointment that I didn't feel worthy enough to be notified or to be recognized as part of this beautiful celebration that was happening. So once I expressed everything through my heart, I let it go into this higher dimensional frequency. And when I did that, I had a different perspective. When I released it and said, angels, please take this from me, and I worked with a couple of different guides at that time. And as I asked them to take this up with my soul's wings, I felt a different perspective, a higher perspective. And I'm like, wow, this isn't on the scheme of things, on the big platform of the universal truths, the wisdoms that are flowing through to us at this time, the light frequencies, the higher dimensions that we have access to. It seemed really, really tiny. It shrank tremendously. Now, it's popped up a couple of other times throughout the week as the mind one just wants to spin it and bring it back to a frequency, a lower consciousness, thinking and ruminating it over in the mind. That happened. I said, take it up. Take it up. I've already expressed the emotions through my heart. Let's take it up higher. Let's take it up higher to a higher dimensional frequency where the light can dissolve the hurt, the disappointment, the perceived betrayal, whatever I was feeling that was created by my ego mind. When you take it, when you let go with your soul's wings to a higher dimensional frequency, something else shifts too. Compassion and empathy. All of a sudden, in this situation, which I felt I had been disrespected and left out of, all of a sudden I felt great compassion and empathy for the parties responsible for not communicating in a way that I felt was respectful. What came through was more compassion and empathy for, my goodness, I wonder what they were really going through. I wonder what they were experiencing at that time, because something occurred in this revelation of celebration that prevented a connection. And it was like, that's where the compassion and the empathy comes in. So when you let go with the soul and really know and let that, because the soul knows that, let it go, because our time here is so precious. That was the message that came through, because I'm like, how do I explain this? Let go with soul's wings. I understand how I do this on an ongoing basis, but how do I explain this to other people? And they say, just simple answer. The soul knows. The soul knows that in the scheme of things, this is just a little blip on the screen. Okay, it's just a little bump in the road. It's not a major obstacle. And most importantly, it does not, no matter what happens, the power of heart, the power of the soul's light, the power of heart's love will overcome anything. When you feel the love and the light coming through, moving, I love this, move emotion. Keep that emotion moving through love and light. Just feel love. When I was in my anger stage of the situation, then all of a sudden I just felt love just saturating this anger, and it dissolved. It just dissolved, but I had to express it. So I love this because we are experiencing a lot of emotions right now. We are a divided country. We are also a country coming into an expanded awareness of the different type of people that we live with and that are here and have different thoughts and frames of references than we do. And I want to learn those frames of references because it is important for me not to feel separate from this divisiveness that we have created by being angry, upset, and having hate fuel that emotion instead of love fueling that emotion. And all it takes is to get connected to the heart. So I love this Wednesday Wisdom Within. It's a very powerful one. And I'm sure that it will come with more information about how to keep these emotions in movement, in motion, and not let them become stagnant, or stuck inside of us. That's what causes dis-ease. Okay, Indigo, it's time for you to pick the beautiful angels that are going to activate this moving emotion with movement, expressing with heart's voice, and letting go with soul's wings. Are you ready? You've had such a good day today. It's been a good day today for Indigo. She was very freaked out yesterday because she picked up all the frequencies that everybody else was feeling during this election. So last night, just a side note, she was just standing in the hall barking. And I'm like, who's there? This is like 2:00 in the morning. She was just like uneasy as the votes were being counted. Okay, are you ready? Let's use your paw indicator. Ready? Let's show everyone. 1, 2, 3. Indigo. Good girl. Okay. She's on the alert. There's somebody walking by. Okay, so let's see what angels are going to activate, expand, and give us some guidance and insight to this beautiful mantra, this beautiful wisdom of moving emotions. Woo! Okay. As always, wow, Indigo, it's always fascinates me, but 3 angels came through. Look at this one. Angel for purity and clarity. Absolutely. This is how we purify our emotions, is to move them, express them through the heart's voice, and let the soul lift them up to higher dimensional frequencies. I love this. Listen to the mantra on this card. I love it. I let go of old restrictive patterns and illusions. What came up for me in this situation is that I had not let go completely of being accepted, of being good enough, to being loved enough. Those old stories that pop up, and was so glad that I could release the last of those. I let go of old restrictive patterns and illusions. Look at this next one. Which one should we go with, Indigo? Okay, let's go with this next one. The angel for divine wisdom. Yes, so Wednesday wisdom within gets even more divine. And look at that beautiful symbol on the card. I love that symbol because it is with your help I can approach my inner divine wisdom. That's what happens when you let go with your soul's wings. That's wisdom. That's not airy-fairy thinking or, oh, I'll just let it go. When you say that, I'm just going to let it go. Are you feeling the vibration and frequency with that? That comes from the soul's inner wisdom, that divine wisdom. Love this. Up, up, up and away. I love the symbol on this. They want me to come back, this angel for purity and clarity. They want me to come back to this one, to just realize that how light, look how beautiful that golden light symbol is. This inner orb is your essence, surrounded by all of the divine interventions that come your way to lift you up to more purity and clarity. I love this third one, angel for death and rebirth. This has been coming up a lot. So every death is also a new beginning. We're going through a lot of that right now. And as we move our emotions of grief, of disappointment, of anger, of fear, of worry, of concern, as we move those and express them through the heart's voice, there is a new beginning. There is a new opening that comes up. I know for me in this last situation, I realized that it was kind of the last part of the old patterns with my family that I truly needed to release. And I say this frequently, especially with my family, I'm done. But when I say I'm done, it's about me. It's about I'm done with going back into the old patterns of not being good enough, not being valued, not being loved, not being respected. All of those tend to be old patterns. So this angel for death and rebirth is coming in with the vibration and the frequency in this blue quantum field. I love this orb. Blue quantum field, the quantum energy, the cosmos for which we are connected, the cosmos from which our souls came from, the star seeds of the universal creator of origin. Love them up. I have 3 oracles, 3 messages up. Indigo, you did good. You did very good picking the angels for moving our emotions through our heart's voice and lifting up and letting go with our soul's wings. Thank you for tuning in. We are sending you so much love, so much light, and wish for you a more peaceful, calm week ahead as we surf the waves of emotions that are going to come in with all of the situations and happenings that are going to occur this week, especially in the United States with our elections, and other countries are experiencing further shutdowns with COVID, more uprisings in their governments. Everything is coming to a death and rebirth process. As you could see, there were people that walked by the window, and Indigo's letting us know that someone's there. Okay, it's okay. It's just the neighbors. Okay, take good care. Have a beautiful rest of the week ahead. This month of November is also the month of gratitude. Wake up each day with gratitude in your heart for what you do have. Activate that appreciation energy to expand everything that you do have in a beautiful higher frequency, and know that through this love, light, gratitude, and appreciation together, we will get through anything, won't we, Indigo? What do you think? Say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. We love you. Take good care.